Hiya everyone, I'm Jamie and this is Stardew Valley. And for today's video, I'd like to introduce you to Brian. Now Brian loves trees. Ever since he was a little boy and his only friend was a tree in his parents' back garden that he carved a face into. Trees have been there for him all his life and he loves them more than he loves any person. Today, Brian is moving to Stardew Valley as he has inherited this rather nice farm from his grandparents and he is going to use it to exclusively grow fruit trees and nothing else. He has also vowed that he will never chop down a fully grown tree, because trees are his absolute favourite thing. He loves trees, he will never damage one ever. The other kids where he grew up used to mock him for his love of trees, but he didn't care because he had his tree friends. Who needs people when you've got trees, right Brian? So first of all, what we've got to do is we've got to make a little bit of money so we can buy our first fruit tree. Because fruit trees are quite expensive, so we're going to need to make a bit of money first. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to gather stuff off the farm for today, and then tomorrow I'm going to start fishing, and I'm going to fish until we can afford our first fruit tree. It is also going to be kind of challenging because I really would like a chest, but you know, I can't cut down a tree because Brian refuses. He can get the little logs off the floor though because they've fallen naturally, so he can get those. Also, I hope you all like the texture mods I've added. I feel it makes the game like easier to look at. The default Stardew is just a bit oversaturated and like hard to look at, so hopefully this like more toned down version is better. God, I wish you could make the stone chests right from the beginning. That would be so much easier right now. And there we go, we have a chest without cutting down a single tree. Yay, Willie's back in town. Time to get the fishing rod. Awesome, time for fishing. I love how this mod makes it much easier to see at night as well. This is so nice. If anybody wants to know, the texture mods I've got on are natural colors and Stardew Valley. Fishing level 1, fishing level 2. Also, I've got on a less flashy Stardew, so the rain animation isn't playing. Not sure how I feel about that. I might turn the rain animation back on, but I got a less flashy Stardew because it gets rid of all the like the flashing animations and stuff, so like photosensitive people will have a better time watching my videos. Oh, Brian loves being in Stardew Valley. It's so nice to be around trees again. Because before coming to Stardew Valley, Brian worked in the city. You know, 9 to 5 at Joja, that kind of thing. And he still did have a few friends. There was a tree on the street outside his apartment. There was a tree outside the bakery where he got his breakfast. But it just wasn't the same, you know. These were city trees. They didn't have the same energy. They didn't talk to him the same way. You know, he just didn't get the same feeling from them. But it was the final straw when the council decided to tear down the tree outside his apartment. He tried chaining himself to it so they wouldn't tear it down. They just used bolt cutters on his chains and dragged him away. He tried other methods of protesting. It just didn't work. But after crying for about a week, he decided to finally open the envelope that his grandfather had given him when he passed away. And when he did, he wished he'd done it so much sooner because in it was a deed to a farm in the country where he could be surrounded by trees again, his only true friends. Those that had stood by him, that had never judged him. And so here he is, fishing away to try and buy enough to afford his first 2 fruit trees. I think the plan is to save enough and then buy summer fruit trees. Because if you're not aware, fruit trees take a whole season to grow and only fruit in certain seasons. So if we buy the summer trees, we should have enough time to grow them and then they bear fruit in summer. And then the plan is the fruit trees will be his only source of income after that. He will live his dream of owning an orchard. I'm very aware it's getting late, video game, but as long as these bubbles are here, so am I. And I passed out. Worth it for the bubbles. Level 3 fishing and level 4 fishing.
Your local carpenter? Absolutely disgusting. To cut down such beautiful trees. You won't be getting any business from me, Robin, that's for sure. They're my friends you're slaughtering. Makes me absolutely sick to my stomach.
Do you want to know what Brian's favourite film is? Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. If you know, you know. There we go, level 5 fishing.
Now this is the right way to live. I can get behind this. Oh, no, wait. I saw something then. That's obscene. No. I was so impressed with this, but no, not that. God, just another human monster.
Fish worth 25% more? Hell yes. The only reason that Brian accepted his grandfather's cottage is because he knows his grandfather built it out of wood that had naturally fallen. Because his grandfather is where he got his love of trees from. His grandfather taught him everything he knows about trees, taught him to love trees, and Brian just took it a little bit further. His parents never understood. They tried to take him to therapists. They tried to get him to interact with the other kids, but no. In the end, they just accepted him for who he was and just let him love trees. Okay, hopefully that's enough. I don't actually know. Yes, we can afford an orange sapling. Yes, it begins. Okay, let's plant that just there. Oh, look at him. He's so happy. Yay. And now it begins. We wait for this to grow up, we harvest its fruit, we sell the fruit, we buy more trees.
No thank you, Mother, I won't be eating your cookies. I know you still have that wood-burning stove, you murderer.
Just remembered that I don't even need to check on the tree myself, because it gives me a little notification in the bottom corner if it wasn't able to grow that night. So I don't actually need to go outside, I can just sleep.
Oh, Robin's lost her axe, has she? What a terrible shame. What a terrible, terrible shame. Such a tragedy. I'll do everything I can to help you find your axe, of course. Oh, it's beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye. It's just like the one that used to live in my parents' garden.
Yes, please. It's gonna be slow going at first, but it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Brian's just straight up refusal to chop down a fully grown tree means I've had to find a way to stop them growing in the place where I want to plant the fruit trees. Hopefully that'll stop weeds and also trees from growing in this bit. Okay, we've got 2 apricot saplings. They won't fruit until spring, but we can make that come very quickly. Autumn looks so pretty with this mod. Oh my god. The babies are planted. Now we wait. And by wait, I obviously mean sleep for 2 months. Brian is a big fan of the way the trees are taking over. He loves it so much. Oh, look at them. They're impenetrable almost. You almost can't get through. Well, no, you can't get through. It's finally spring. Well, not finally for you guys. It's only been a second for you guys, but it's finally spring. Our apricots are flourishing.
I beg your absolute pardon. This Robin is unbelievable. Now she's got wood chippers. No, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. This Robin has to be stopped. This Robin has to be stopped. Absolute menace. Oh god, no, I can't.
Our first 6 apricots. 300, not too bad, not too bad. That's just as much as we got from the oranges.
I'm afraid that if I want to keep growing more fruit trees, I'm eventually going to have to go to Robin and get her to move some of these trees for me. It really does pay me to go to such a terrible person. But at least it's a free service. I won't be giving her any money. She doesn't deserve it. Mass murderer. Oh yeah, showed up at the perfect time to see you working with this murderer. You promised my granddad that this wouldn't happen. You broke a promise, Lewis. You let this butcherer cut down all these beautiful trees. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Lewis.
Okay, that should do it. That should do it. I had to come the long way round to go to Robin's because there was no way I was getting out the top of my farm. Not a chance. Just gonna really quickly put a path there too so I can actually get out of there. I did say that Brian's favourite film is The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, but he's never actually read the book. Because, you know, books are made from chopping down trees and that's unacceptable, so he's never read a book in his life. Like, he knows there's no avoiding the fact that the rest of the world uses paper, he just can't hold it in his hands. Ah, you see, as Brian's relationship with the tree grows, it starts to give higher quality fruit. That is definitely what's happening. The tree and Brian are becoming closer and closer, and the fruit is getting better.
And now we observe the wild Brian in his natural habitat, where he is most happiest, behind a tree.
Oh, and look, the tree's even in a love heart shape. It loves him back. And that's enough for our first autumn tree. And there we go. Isn't it beautiful? We're going to be making money all year round now. Oh my god, it is literally just an impenetrable wall of trees now. There's just no way through it. Finally unlocking the community centre in autumn 2. Okay, let's sort this out a little bit. Also, look at this over here. It's literally just like they've congregated here, but the rest of the farm is still pretty sparse. I mean, relatively. Okay, that should do it. For now, I just need to make sure I've got a way out of the farm if I need to leave.
You seem like a nice enough girl. Have you ever considered a change in profession? You could be a stonemason, for example. Just stop murdering me friends, yeah?
And we finally have apples. Oh, heck yes. We got the owl event last night. God knows where it is, though. Absolutely God knows where it is, though. We're never going to find it. It could be anywhere. It's kind of sad that we can't find it because owls are Brian's favourite birds. His least favourite obviously being woodpecker.
God, this bloke takes his time, don't he? I've been up nearly 3 hours. Where's your goddamn circadian rhythm? Pierre.
I think what we want is another spring, so I'm gonna go cherry. Cool, I'm gonna hibernate for the winter. Bye. Also, I was just paused and realised I have absolutely no idea where sapling goes during the day. Like, where do they go?
Grandpa, is that really you? Yeah, I remember. Oh, I've come very far. No, I never forgot you, Grandpa. You were the only one that never tried to change me. Oh, Christ, I've been here 2 years. I feel like it's just flown by. No, the farm hasn't changed much, Grandpa. I've left it for trees. I've got friends everywhere now. Oh, I'm very much enjoying my life, Grandpa. Very much so. Oh, it's not just in my hands, Grandpa. It's in the hands of the trees. My friends. I love you, Grandpa. I love you.
Only one candle. Can't say I was expecting much. We just got the alien event. Someday, somebody's gonna venture into these trees and just find a dead alien that couldn't escape. Okay, I saved up every bit of fruit. Let's see how much this was worth. 5,712 from 3 trees is not bad.
God, I wish I could take these trees with me back to the farm. They're too close to her. They're not safe here. They're not safe. They're in danger.
God, this would straight up just not be possible without the tree transplant mod. I would have been sealed in this farm years ago. Probably got its best shot of getting out by being there, because it might be able to squeeze through here, but highly doubtful. Oh, hey, I found the owl too. Nice. Oh, and we got a meteor. I forgot about that. God, just look at this place. Oh my god. We can afford a pomegranate sapling. 3,975. Not bad considering it was just one tree. I don't think it really matters what I pick, Demetrius, because no one is ever getting to that cave. Just ever.
God, I hate coming here. Stay as far away as I can until I have to go in. I don't like being too close to this place. It feels dirty. It feels wrong. It feels evil. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get this over and done with pretty darn fast.
Well, it seems like this is a good way to get secret events exactly where you want them, because they've all just spawned right here because there's nowhere else to go. 7,195. Not too shabby. Okay, I'm going to stop there because my plan was to do 3 years of this. So yeah, we've got 11 grand on hand and we've made 32 grand in 3 years, which is pretty terrible. But to be honest, this wasn't about the money. This was about Brian living his dream. And you can safely say he's achieved that. Look at all the trees he has now. He's gone from nearly giving his life to save 1 tree outside of his apartment to growing an entire farm full of trees, as well as 6 fruit trees that have made him 32 grand. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. This was a fun little experiment. I really enjoyed this. Basically, I just wanted to see what would happen if you just planted fruit trees and nothing else. But of course, I also had to write a character to go along with it, so Brian. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you will join my streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on twitch.tv/JamieIsStrange. As always, linktree in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.